Hey guys, I'm back. Might help if I unmute my mic. You know, I'm horrible at this. I don't know what else to say. But no, we're back. It's not gonna take me another 2 months to stream again. Um, and this time playing some Minecraft. On Caitlin's server. This server is not, well, it's for her members of her channel and that, but she's fine with me and with others streaming on it. So I was probably going to be just on here doing whatever anyway, so I thought might as well stream it. But as you can tell by the thumbnail and the title of the stream, in this world I am just a humble tavern keeper. There's a whole bunch of lore, but I won't get into it in my stream because I should leave that to her streams. And that but yeah, so this is my tavern. I did kind of use a guide to make it. But it is a lot of myself in it because there's a lot of other detail sort of things, and like, you know, the numbers and the sizing and stuff is different. And also the actual, after I built like half of it or whatever, and that I was looking closer at some of the details and I realized that's not a real Minecraft screenshot. So yeah, so I had to take some creative liberties and add some detailing stuff. Also in this server we have a few mods. And that I think it's with like dependencies stuff in that. It's like what, 43, something like that. But a few things that we have like Farmer's Delights, we have some more food stuff in that. We have a backpack mod. So I have this backpack, the spider backpack, which lets me do this. I can climb walls, which makes getting around the world and building so much easier. There's supplementary. Oh, hello. Yeah. He's also right behind me, but he's a little quiet from headache. Okay. um, I'll give you a little bit of knowledge on the lore stuff, and that's warring nations, and I'm being Switzerland, and I'm just not choosing a side because I want business. There's a few different banners for different whatever in that, and I chose this because it's it looks like a fiery, you know, bird, kind of two, and that, but it's also a white background in that. So it's like I mean, it's more of like a surrendering flag, but you know, that was close enough. And this is called the Flaming Raven. So yeah, I'll take you guys inside. Or we also have this mailbox mod and stuff like that. Or whatever that is a part of. So I love this photo, this picture so much. So there's some pictures up on the wall. We have a little bar here. nice seating areas, some standing tables around, you know. A lot of people like to stand in bars and a little stage with a little microphone. And that, you know. Down here I'm gonna have the Lost and Found soon. And then we go upstairs. We got this nice carpet. This is a part of there's like a witchy mod that's a part of in that. I think the candelabras and these desks are actually are altars. They make good like desks or tables. And that little seating area. This is actually a supplementary thing of a gift, but if you don't seal it, then it doesn't have a top on it. And it looks like a little trash can. And we can put carpet on the stairs with the mods and that, so it's like a little couch. And then the bathroom's still work in progress. We still need a toilet here. We got a little bit of a shower bath and a sink and a cupboard for it. And then the first floor here, yeah, very simple. And that's a bed, chest, crafting table. A little table here with a light on it. But you get a little balcony. Sit out on and that. That's nice. You go up one floor. We got a little bit more of a kind of like sitting or like lobby-ish area. I need to put a little chairs in here somehow. These ones, they don't have balconies in that, but you have a bigger window and you have more space because the light is hanging from the ceiling. And over this way, you're gonna have the library. It's still work in progress. I think I'll show you that afterwards. And then upstairs we have the grand suite, which has a door to both sides, but again, work in progress. Nice carpet in that. I'm gonna put in like probably another couch right here. We have a nice fireplace, and that's what the chimney goes up to. They get a bigger bathroom, again, work in progress. Then over here, we have the bed with another carpet down. I'm gonna probably make this like, I might honestly move the carpet, and I might move it this way instead. I want to make the bed, I don't know. I might need to move the bed over here as well, but I want to make the bed like, you know, like one of the beds have like the, you know, the four corners going up, and there's like the roof part of it. You might have like, you know, like the curtains and that on it, you know. I want to do that. I want to make it a nice big room. And then, over here, actually, we have another balcony areas. Main balcony place. Might just put two, like, benches out here or something. And then we'll go out. So, back here, this is gonna be the kitchen. It's work in progress. We also have owls and crows. And then, yes. Say hello to chat. You want to say hello? You a little quiet today? Alright. Oh, there you go. Oh, sorry. Pet, 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 pet. And then we have our nice, you know, locally grown crops for our restaurant part of it. Got a lot of different crops because of farmers delight in it. This might be changed eventually. We have some nice benches out here as well. And then I have to put something here. Some seating in that. But we have a little fire pit. And a nice swing place to sit. And then we have a little bit of a nature trail. That is actually the thing I'm probably going to work on most today. I mean, there's so many things on this that isn't the tavern that isn't done. Like, I need seating over here and up there, and I need to finish the library, and technically the railing on the back side of this isn't finished yet, but I don't know. I can't stick to one thing at a time. I keep jumping from project to project, but I have this one through here. It's getting dark now. I can actually show you guys a little cool thing with the backpack pod. It has a sleeping bag. So you can sleep. Um, there's also many other things you can do with it that you can put in a crafting thing, and I have a smoker. Head on, but we have a little picnic table here. And that, and then we have, these are supposed to be one of those, like the little charcoal grills that you'll see at, like parks and that. And, you know, you can always, you need a flint and steel to actually light it again. Oh, I never noticed that. You know, flint and steel, shovel, so you can turn it on and off. And this is the main thing we're going to be working on. Because there's a nice, big ravine here. Goes through. I would honestly like to turn this into like having water all throughout down there, but I'd have to check with Caitlin about that because it is close to spawn. But the main thing I want to work on is the bridge. So it's gonna be one that has like a roof sort of thing on top of it, and that but then I just have the nature trail again. I have to fill in holes in that. Off this way. Around through some trees, and then this is where my shovel broke before. I think I'm just gonna have it like go. Let me just climb over the tree. Over this way. I might have to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fill in just the end part of this little ravine thing that's going through here. And I just wanted to come down right through here. I'm gonna have to cut out most of these trees and just put like one or two throughout, and I might, you know, have to terraform a bit of this over here as well. Because I kind of wanted to go, you know, along this river and sort of in between that river and this little inlet thing here. But I might have it come back over this way around these trees, so I don't have to deal with doing that. Mind these are beanstalks. They're part of one of the mods, but they're really, they're useless. And that, I don't know. Planted them, I thought I might keep them up, I might take them down. Really, I'll figure it out. And then I'll probably just have it come back over around this way. Oh, I might not have it go like through. I might just bring it back. I might have the path split off here, maybe. I can have it go up this way. Through here. And I just might need to fill in this area a little bit, or I might just have to make like another small little bridge. A little tiny bridge across this, and then yeah. It's a big loop for our guests to walk around. So one fun fact is that all of the trees that you see around here, reaching all the way up, all those ones up there, all along here, and it goes on. I can actually show you because we have journey maps as well. All of these trees, all throughout all this, They weren't here. This is my forest that I planted each sapling. Oh. Another thing is, I might honestly bring that up around here and have it go along this way right here. And have it come back around here. You know, but I honestly, when I bring it over this way, I might bring it to this point right here, and I might have just it go up this way and then reach over to this village to connect that village into the greater, ecosystem. Honestly, one thing that I think he and I need to do together is make some sort of pathway between spawn and this is her house and then my tavern. And then have it go off this way over to this person's, kind of make it a little bit more of a direct path over this village and KJ's and make a proper, I don't know. I think we should have a proper bridge across this as well over to this building. And then we could make another like little just not really like clear, but kind of like how I'm doing like my nature trail, and that pathway over to this village, and then person building over here might be able to make some sort of path like that this way over to the village, so we can really connect everything in that and make it a big community. I don't know what's happening over here. This is a big project that's happening. I guess. The other thing is this one over here again, like some sort of thing there. Mhm. I'll say again, I feel like most of those pathways could just be something like this. Like a clear path that somebody walked down, many, people walk down, but not necessarily like a paved road sort of thing, so. So I think enough showing off. Time to start building again. So, need plenty of planks. This for okay, right? Yes. Okay. I need more sticks. We have the one cool thing with the witches mod, I think, is that it adds a woodcutter, which I feel like should just be a thing in Minecraft anyways. But you can put stuff in here and it's just like a stone cutter and you can make stuff with it. And actually if you put in, so if you do a normal log, it like in your inventory, it only gives you 4, but it gives you 5 if you put it in the woodcutter. And you can get strip logs without using up your axe. Which I really wish I had that before I built this entire walls for most of my tavern. Oh, I might as well cut them all that down. you know, is the stripped log. So what I was hoping that mind my organization, I just store stuff in chests until I can actually do that. Organization does not matter when I'm building. I hate that it goes into the backpack and not into my inventory. But yeah, more than six of them, so. I really could count this out and not be so much of a... Oh, I still need to fix that, actually. I need to fix this side of the... This. Oops. There we go. And... There we go. That one's already on the ground, right? That... I need 3 more. Oh. And there we go. Then I need spruce. I think. So these are another cool thing. These are like the chest sort of thing that you can just open by right-clicking. Okay. I needed one more gate. Oh yeah, that's another thing with this. There's so many. So many. Skeletons. Did I have that book? I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need to make 3 more sets. It's only going to give me 2. I do not go... I don't know why that does that, but... Ah. Oh my god. See, there's 2 more skeletons over there already. There's another one right there. this, and that. And the last one. There we go. And then I need more sandstone, actually. I think I like that. Or maybe I could do something else, because I actually... Let's see here. JEI as well. I can't remember what I was going to look up. And then crimson's too. Right. Do nether brick. Need to go to the nether for that. I think sandstone's probably the best. So I need more sand. Alright. If you hate bad organization in chess, look away now. Alright, you can look back again. Yeah. We do also have the thing, so only a certain number of people need to sleep. Alright, I need sand. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. And let me see if I could use this to figure it out. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need 12. 12 times. Or 12 minus 1. Six, 7, 8. There we go. Oh, another interesting thing. This entire spot right here was all terraformed by me. There's technically like right here, I think there's like a little bit of an indent in the ground before I filled in. Stone cutter. Okay. Oops. Okay. I need to put this one. And boop. Okay, and then I just need to start doing the doing the roof. I don't know if I want the roof to start there or
I already did it. Don't worry.
oh what?
I got it.
Oh, okay.
I've been private messaging people so it doesn't pop up on your screen.
Oh, okay. Ah. All right. Do. I forgot what I was doing. I get distracted by stuff and now I forget what I was doing. There was a image that I was using as like a reference. This one. Let's start there. Okay, so it adds another block. And then it does that. Okay. Okay, I've got it. I want to use the dark oak. There it that. Dark oak. Dark oak. Like this. Like that. Like that. I gotta need all of these actually. Okay. So, what I could do though is that I could use the Dark Oak stairs. I could do that and then make it a hall. I could do that. Let me try that, see how that looks. Worst case, if I need more stuff later, I'll need more stuff later. Oh, you. See? So many skeletons. I hear a bird. Three skeletons. For no reason. Okay. And what I think we'll do is take slabs. Take the slabs and we will. Okay. Alright. Boop. 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 Let me get the boop boop. Oh, boop. That was not supposed to be there. Darn it. There we go. And then I think I might use this. Use this. Doesn't really work, now, does it? Okay, there's that. So the next one would be the middle. Like that. Another skeleton. Yeah. Okay, so it's gonna have to be too wide. Low. Do I have any on it? Yes, I do. What is that? This? I think it is. I think it is. Labs. So. Hey. Check the mail. Peach. Unusual sandwich. Okay. I'm sorry that I'm all the way in the corner of my... I'm just getting comfy. Wow. At that point, I'm just chucking them. Wow, what the heck? that. Okay. Somebody is trying to sell me something! What if I do this, and then this, and then I do boop, boop, boop. Actually, what I might need to do is boop, and then boop, boop. And there we go. This. Here, and then I like that. Okay. Now it is just me and Qual. Yeah. Yeah. Is this a yeah moment? What do you think? What do you think of the roof?
I think that's fine. I
Alright.
do think if you're going to do that, though, you should probably add that sort of coloration to the bottom as well. Like maybe on the edges, you don't necessarily have to replace the oak logs, but the below it.
Like maybe do the spruce
Yeah.
in the mahogany as well?
Yeah.
I don't know, KJ, what do you think? You think do the spruce like right here in the mahogany as well? Because I think that adds like a little bit of a different thing. Because there's a lot of things that have like a roof is like a different color than the rest of it though.
I mean, if you want to keep it how it is, it's fine.
There's also one thing you couldn't really see from is there's dark oak down that as well.
You always do that, so the roof and the bottom are separate, but still kind of colorful. Yeah, stars fun. It's not too sad.
Spruce always goes well with mahogany. So, I don't know. I like it.
It's on there.
A lot of stuff in my inventory. um, boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. Three. Curious. There we go. Ooh. Where have we been going? Only an hour. Rather surprising. I think this one should be, yeah. There we go. So I need to do one more. Currently have cats trying to get into my room. Oh, it's gonna be. Wait, so this should be yeah. There we go. Obviously, I need to still do the supports in the center, but yeah, I think this is looking good. Hey, KJ, I don't know if you've been over here a while. Weren't here earlier, but making a little nature trail sort of thing. A picnic with little like grills that they have at parks and that. Campfire, a little swing. And I think I'm gonna have it go this way. Kind of still see the path. Go off over here, and then I might bring it back around through this area. Do a tiny bridge right here, and have it just come back around this way. Or just come right back to the other side of the area over here. But I was also thinking, thing is, I'll be right here, continuing the path off this way and up to the village, connecting the village to it. And obviously, this is stuff that I have to talk over with Kate and everybody else involved in that. But I was thinking we need more pathways to connect stuff, really connect things together, make it a community. So it's like pathway probably over this way, up to the spawn house, over to Kate's. Make a better pathway between Kate's and your place. Maybe I know you have a dock here and stuff like that, but I don't know if you want to do a bridge, and then maybe we could do pathway over this way to this village, and connect the stuff over. If we have pathway come over this way, could have it come over to here, and if somebody wants a big project, they can make some nice pathways. And but honestly, my idea was just do what I'm doing for like the nature pathway here. Just spam the shovel as you walk randomly would be good enough to connect things together. Especially, I was thinking maybe between like my tavern and over here. Maybe we can make this a full pathway of whatever. And I was thinking maybe spawn to the spawn house, and like maybe the Kate's would be like this area be of normal pathways and that, but maybe like once we get between like maybe over the years as well, but like going over to this village, maybe going over here, definitely going between the arena and the this village, just being like sparse pathways where people have obviously walked there, between the two places, and there's a little bit of the grass is crushed and turned to dirt, pathway block s things, but so they're sort of connected, but they're not necessarily like full blown pathways that somebody has to build and like meticulously make like a certain way and stuff like that. I thought that was something we could do to connect the areas a bit more, make it more of a community, but again, it'd be easier just doing the sparse pathways like these. Heck, we can even like do that, but still every once in a while have like a land, like a, or like maybe if we have it come over this way of like a normal pathway, just like start here by spawn, go up to the spawn house, go over this way towards my tavern, go off this way, go down to Kate's, and then maybe over to your like wall. And that be like a normal pathway, but everything else like could be those sparse pathways, but we like still put lanterns up or whatever to go over to them. So people aren't walking in the darkness, but I probably should sleep. Like if we wanted to, we'd even make it so like certain areas that are high traffic areas, we have like those lanterns out, or like sort of like a street light sort of thing in that. But we then at one point they sort of like it's that sparse road still, um, but there's no lantern, so it's like you're really out there. I mean, I have my tavern here. If we have it come like down this way, the arena, go off this way, maybe come off this area, and that we could talk to who's in charge of this area, and then maybe have it go through, maybe off into this direction, and then maybe I could make like another tavern out, like a small tavern out there. Like have it come off this way, have it go over to Cabal's and that, but we can have it like go up this way over here, and then up over to this like witch village, and then I could put like a little tavern, like a small tavern here as well, like maybe one that has like bar seating area for like maybe 4 different groups, and then like maybe 4 rooms in that. So then I just put my taverns all over the place, and I will. It's there. I can bring in more business. I can make it a franchise. Actually, I probably should have kept that there. Oops. Yeah. Yeah. That looks good. How to do the entire other half of the thing. Annoying. I'm so I guess I kind of just focus whenever I'm building and that, so I kind of forget that, like, I don't know. I wish I had stuff to talk about, you know, but I don't really have too much. Are you getting me? I'm one short. There we go. Actually, I'm gonna need this to do section, so. Do I have it just here? Yeah, I guess I would be there. I think that's for the best. Just one more. Be enough. And that. Yep. So theoretically, I could make this another. Oh, wait, hold on. I got an idea. Wait, no, it's not like that. That's right, this is a top thing. Theoretically, I could do that. Get this one higher, but I think that's too much, honestly. Yeah. Just, oop. So then we just need to put the mahogany up again. There we go. That should just be enough, and I'll have to use these to... make sure I have the stuff on the right level on that. But I wish I had stuff to talk about. Like, very specific stuff, but, like... I don't know. I don't feel comfortable yet, like, talking about, like, stuff in my life going on, you know, and I don't wanna... I definitely don't want to get, you know, political on my channel and stuff like that, so... But, alright, there's the roof done. We just need the lanterns. Here. I guess I need to... These glasses bother me if I'm wearing headphones, or like... Sometimes if I'm even just wearing a beanie. These ones do not. The only problem is these ones aren't the right are like an older prescription, and that's why I really shouldn't wear them for too long. But we gotta do what we gotta do to not give ourselves a headache. Excuse me, sir. You do not solve my riddles to cross this bridge. There we go. these. I need 2 more. Alright. I wanna here, I wanna see how it looks on the one side, so yeah, that looks good. So now I'm just gonna put supports probably right here on both sides, and maybe like just so the underneath kind of looks fine, and then I might just do like a bars of the stone brick going across as well. Do I have any more stone brick? I don't think I do. So let me go check that. Honestly, it's not that I don't want to keep playing that. I just don't really know what to talk about. Why I kind of like having my idea for doing this stream would have been preferably I would have somebody else on with me that I could like talk to. Honestly, one idea I really wanted to do was almost use this as like a sort of like a podcast sort of thing, but I need that I need like the topic to talk about, you know? I can't just sit here and talk about whatever. Honestly, I think I've talked about this on my channel before. I've honestly had the idea of doing I had a podcast idea come up in my head. And essentially it'd be talking about nostalgia and that mostly during the we kind of cover things possibly like in the 2000s, 2010s, probably the 90s as well. And just like, you know, talking about all that's a lot of old stuff that we, you know, played with as kids or watched as kids or just stuff like that. And I honestly had like a few different like ideas of just topics to talk about. Like one idea that I thought would be really cool would be talking about like old commercials. And obviously some of the stuff might be a little local. Stuff, and we'd have to dance around that a little bit, but I thought that would be a really cool thing because, like, I mean, you talk about your toys here and there, but there's a lot of forgotten things and that. But I feel like there's the select few commercials that like you remember. But then I feel like there's a lot others that you'll remember once you're reminded of them, and I feel like that would be a fun thing to go and talk about, and I don't know, just think back on. But Actually, so if I've actually had this idea for a long time now. I want to say it's been the past like 3 years or so that I've had this idea, and it was actually like thinking about doing it, whatever, and I was hoping to have like, you know, uh, Kate, on it with me, and maybe have some like other people jump on here or there. Uh, but obviously, I won't go into specifics in that, but like, I have you know, an older brother and, hand-me-down sort of stuff, and he has like younger siblings that also would have experienced, stuff past when we were kids and that. So my idea was just like, if we took, we would have knowledge of more things that are necessarily outside of like what our childhood would have been. And then, so it would just be an interesting, another aspect to that I think would be very interesting. I need more iron. I have not enough iron. All right. That's another thing we have in the server. We have the thing where instead of blowing stuff up, creepers uh just are turned into a firework essentially, and they still do the same amount of damage to entities, but they don't damage the buildings. Uh, I just need to put like an inner lining into this, I think. Honestly, if I could, I'd have to see what it would look like, but I honestly might just do it in the dark oak as well. Would also need more dark oak, so. What was I doing? Oh yeah. I think I might do it right. I just might do it right here. Oh, I don't even have the thing on this side, so I guess I could just do the other side, just yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna need a lot more. But do that, and then that's why I add like a stair sort of thing right there. It's the only thing. That's if I move it over one, I move the stair in one there, and then I put a stair on that side. So yeah, I might do that. We'll do this right here. I'll put right there. I'll go up further and I'll put a stair right there. Yeah, I think that'll look better. But I just need more stone brick. Oh, we also have Prex chat in this. Well, so. Why'd I make stairs? Why'd I make stairs? I didn't need stairs. I mean, I need stairs, but not that many stairs. I only need like 4 stairs, not even. Or actually, maybe about that. Actually, probably more than that. I need stairs. Yes, I did need stairs. Not this many stairs, man. Okay. Might take a little bit longer. It's okay. It's fine. But I guess I could take the time to talk about how I just feel about the channel and streaming and that. Okay, this stone brick. There we go. So I mean, obviously there was a whole 2 months that I didn't stream. And it's not that I didn't necessarily want to, and it's not that I didn't plan to either. It's just that sometimes my idea of what I want to stream in that falls through because of, you know, other people getting busy or just not feeling up to, you know, streaming or playing a game, whatever, you know, whatever it might be. But it's sort of, so whenever that happens and that I kind of lose my motivation to stream, especially because there's definitely some streams that, and I'll use, you know, example of just with Kate. Oh shoot, actually, I forgot I needed to switch this, move this in. Like there's some days that I'm just like I want to do something to stream, but I don't really want to stream by myself, and that because I don't feel like I do enough to like talking and stuff like that, you know, where I would like that other person there so they could also give me like some breaks or, you know, like my original idea for this stream was actually I was going to do this stream a while, like a week ago or so. But I wanted to have Kate stream with me. And I would, we would do our own things, you know, on the server and that, but we would be able to, talk with each other in sort of like that podcast sort of style. And I was even gonna give her, like the like let her take the reins of what we even talk about, because obviously like it would be my stream and stuff like that, but because I'm grouping her in on the stream, and that I would let her make that choice to make it easier for her. But then she just did not have the energy to do a stream that day. Whatever, like she didn't even have the energy to like join a VC or whatever. So we didn't. So I just didn't end up streaming it that day. But I want to. I want to do more, and I have so much lined up to stream. It's just that it's just that I don't. Sometimes I don't feel like I do enough to do good at streaming. So I just I do with those ones. I forgot I did with that on the other side. Oh yeah, I did just go straight up with those. Are you kidding me? I didn't even noticed how many I had. Yeah, but at least I have this down here that I can go get, and then that, and then that. You can really take advantage of them being fireworks by just doing stuff like that, where you just go ahead and let them blow up, so you don't need to actually fight them and use their abilities, stuff like that. Put yourself in danger, but it's not like it makes a hole anymore. So, but yeah, I wanna. The problem is that I feel like I don't talk enough. I don't, and there's times where I just go silent, and I don't say anything. Like I get too focused on what I'm doing in the games and that I don't give you guys like the actual entertainment side of it. So why I just kind of stopped, like, or not necessarily I stopped, but I need a singular brick left. for that. Or at least to do the underside of this. Theoretically, I need a lot more for the... Whatever. But yeah, I just stopped like necessarily worrying about it, and I've honestly questioned if I wanted to continue doing this at all. It's not that I like the idea of it in that, and I feel like I could do a lot. But oh yeah, that's right. These don't go that block anymore. Maybe that block and that block. It's just all of the ums or the pauses or whatever I feel like is too annoying. Stuff like that for people watching, so I'm just like, should I just not? Should I just not? But I don't know. I love, honestly, one thing I love doing, and I've honestly considered doing that for a stream as well, but again, I feel like I want to be talking too much about it, was I love making the thumbnails. And I love just messing around in, so I don't use Photoshop because money. I use GIMP. So I just love messing around. I've recently, as I've played on the channel or streamed on the channel before twice, I kind of stopped because I lost the like, or like I never brought the cords with me, so I'd be able to stream that, and I don't know. They weren't doing too good, so I kind of just went, meh, whatever. But Infamous, I went and made Mountain Dew cans, and I edited them to be like to have a lot of the main characters on them, and I kind of matched them either for color or sort of like or flavor, and I did. Obviously, to like anybody who knows the series, it's like a superpowers sort of game, and there's a lot of people with those powers, and I made a like a can for everybody who has a power, plus one more person because it's another like main character in that. So yeah, I did that, and I got a lot of praise when I posted it on Reddit and that. So there's an idea. It might roll around. I have a thumbnail for it. I just need to figure out when I want to do it. Have, you know, the energy to do it, whatever. Is I kind of want to make like a remaster case for Infamous and Infamous 2. And I might do one like one that's separate, you know, where it's just Infamous and just Infamous 2, and then I might do like a combined one. And when I do the combined one, I might do like the little, oh, you know, there's like the little, like, now with bonus this, with like festivals of blood. And I feel like that would be, it would be a fun thing for me to do. And then I could post it on, you know, again, the infamous subreddit, whatever. But I feel like it would be something, you know, relatively fun for people to watch. And, you know, it's just something where it's just a fun thing for me to do, whatever. And I can talk about the games or stuff like that. Or talk about, you know, how I'm making it, you know, the thing even, or just sort of some ideas. Yeah, that might be something I do eventually, but yeah, it's time, and you know, that's why I wish I had like a chunk of time like away from work. You know, if I be off work for like a week, I don't have school, and that, and just all right, shut up here, Ren. Um, and just take the time to learn to edit, like edit videos and that, because I feel like that's another thing where it, how Kate explains is that I like the background stuff. I like doing the background work. I don't necessarily, I feel like I'm not good enough to be the main front, you know, the face of whatever, but that's why I've been making thumbnails for Kate for her past, like, the past month or so, because I love making the thumbnails, and she's noticed it's not necessarily enough to, yeah, I would consider it a pattern yet, but she's noticed that the ones that I've made thumbnails for have done pretty good. And like she doesn't have those, I'm sure she could learn and that, but she doesn't have those skills to make something where she uses like stuff in the game to like make the thumbnails or mess with whatever, so put things together, blend stuff, so she has me, just has me do it instead, and you know, gives me a task, keeps me occupied, makes me happy to do, especially when people compliment the thumbnail afterwards and stuff. And it's one thing off of her plate for when she wants to stream. Honestly, I've thought about it and I've kind of have mentioned it, but I don't know if she's forgotten whatever that, like, she really should just tell me what games she wants to stream. And then I'll go ahead and make like a whole bunch of thumbnails for that game and that and put them together. The only problem really is that it's hard for me to make thumbnails for a game without being able to play it or her playing it, so I can like make like a thumbnail with the stuff in the game. If she doesn't play it, I can't play it or haven't played it, then I don't have access to any of that stuff, you know, so I swear Herobrine keeps opening these doors for some reason. Every time that I come on in that, most of my doors are open. Yeah. That way when she wants to stream and then she just needs to schedule it and like figure out a title and throw that and just go ahead and stream, you know, so really need to go through. There's technically some ravines that I covered up like below or near my house that I need to put torches in so that I can don't have so many mobs. That's what most of these mobs are. But honestly, I love doing that, and I've edited some things before. Like obviously I've edited my shorts and those honestly are doing great. I don't know if I've edited one of hers yet, but I also have she also has a bad time finding clips to make into shorts to use as like a marketing tool, but I definitely do. Like I definitely can pick out those moments and come up with ideas to edit stuff for them. It's just I don't really have the. Sometimes I have ideas for stuff to make for those that I don't even. I don't have the skills to make that yet, so I just do what I can, but wow, you're smart. But yeah, I don't have the ability to make that sort of stuff. I don't know to edit that, so. Kind of annoying, but I really, I do want to edit that stuff, especially shorts for her. And that I almost want to be like her editor, like her almost like a manager sort of thing. And that, like, obviously she's making all the decisions in that, but I'm, you know, figuring out what clips to make into shorts and making the shorts and making the thumbnails and stuff like that for her. Like some things that she struggles with doing. She struggles with the, you know, the skills to do that and a little bit of like an eye for things. But I could do that, and I think doing that could maybe grow her channel. And then, you know, she could get more members and get to the point where she can start getting just ad revenue from it as well. And that'll still, you know, I'll be a part of that. It'll be something I could still be proud of. I might not be getting all the recognition for it. I'm sure she definitely would give me some recognition for it, but I think, and again, like the not that it's an important thing for it and that, but like the money side of it, of course, it would be like, you know, we're already together as a couple, so money, you know, being used for stuff, whatever, would be you know, helpful. And it could just be like that could obviously it's something we'd have to talk about in that, but you know, the money being like, you know, maybe more of the our money instead of her money and blah 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 whatever, but it's not like a thing where she'd be making the money and I would be getting nothing from it or whatever, so it's kind of just what I kind of mean to say. But yeah, I do want to do that. I like being that. I just need to grow my skills more. But I don't really have time to do that between work and school and just not doing, like I barely have time um to just sit and play a game. Especially because I have so many games that again I'm just like, oh, I got this to stream it though, and blah 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 blah. So, or there's a lot of times where I would love to love to play this game, like this kind of like sort of feeling playing this game right now, but it's already, late in the day, so it's already like 8 o'clock, whatever, and that. And even if I don't have work, the next morning, then I feel like I'm gonna want to sleep soon, and I'll end up talking myself out of it essentially. But I like making. I think I like the idea of streaming the stuff in that, and I just get worried about numbers sometimes, and when I really shouldn't, and I should just do it for do it for fun and whatever. But it's one of those things where like how I kind of think of it is I can play a game without streaming it or recording it and posting a video of it. And that, so if I could do that without, the outlet of streaming or recording it, then the me playing the game for fun is something I could get without streaming. And if I'm streaming it and nobody's watching it, then it's practically the same thing of if I didn't stream it, I just played it for fun. So like, what's the point of me streaming it then if that other thing isn't happening? I'm giving myself more work of streaming it and having to build up to actually playing the game, and the reason for streaming it of other people watching it and whatever happening because of that, just doesn't happen. Then, so, like, I'd say the reason for streaming would be so people can watch it. And if people aren't watching it, then the reason for doing it isn't happening, and why would I then be doing it? So then I question why I'm doing it at all. Whatever, so and like Kate always talks about like, oh, you shouldn't worry about the numbers, you do it for fun, everything like that. It's like, well, yeah, I do it for fun, but also I'm a very like, you know, there's has to be a reason for doing something sort of person. So when that reason doesn't happen, then there's no reason that I shouldn't do it. And you know, it might be those numbers, stuff like that. Of I don't, but and maybe it's just that I don't really enjoy doing it, and I'm just like it. It's something where I still have fun doing it, and I like doing it. I like the process of making it happen, like making streaming happen. But I just don't. It's kind of one of those things where if you go and do something and you pour your heart, soul into something, but you don't get recognition for it, or nobody applauds you for doing so, then like it makes you feel like, well, why am I doing it? Like it makes like the disapproval and that of other people drags me away from outweighs sometimes my own approval of doing it. So, hey sheep, how's it going? And I don't want to do it. I have so many thumbnails. I have so many thumbnails that I've gone and made for streams. I just haven't been able to stream them yet. I've literally made a thumbnail for each stream of a series. Hello.
Nothing's wrong. I'm just chilling.
Okay. But I've just been jumping around talking about this, and I'm kind of... I think I got the point across. I just don't know. I don't know. I got some things to think over about streaming, so... I think we'll probably end here then. And then, let me see. I don't think we'll raid today. Yeah, I don't think we'll raid today. I am doing good. I'm just playing Minecraft, talking about whatever. Questioning the very thing that I'm currently doing. You know, the usual. But yeah, I'll probably do this again at some point. Hopefully next time I'll have somebody else to bounce some ideas off of and talk to. There's currently a tiny kitty making his way over to me. Hello.
He came upstairs. He wants to say hi. Pippin. Friend's so big. Oh, come here.
Bib hasn't even been on your streams yet.
No, he hasn't.
I get this. You get this first.
This is Pippin.
Tiny little lad. Purring like crazy.
Hold on, let me get him right up. Right up. Well, not that way.
Yeah, that's because of my...
Oh.
I mean, it might come through when I try to talk, so...
Anyway, this is Pippin.
Oh, he wants down.
He wants down.
He wants shoulder. He wants my shoulder.
Shoulder time.
Why are you...
Because I was washing my hands.
Oh, okay.
Oh, cuddle time. Alright, he's off. He's off and away.
Alright.
Hi, Pippin.
He kitten so weighs as much as Juanita's back leg. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and chilling out with me. I'll see you guys later. Bye.